In Red Sonja Raven, we find Sonja on the ground having been bested by the one they call the Raven Spirit. But instead of finishing Sonja off, Raven decides to grant her mercy. Raven has Sonja bound to a tree as she declares to Sonja she has the blessing of the goddess Scathach. Now that baffles Sonja because Sonja also has the goddess's blessing. And if Sonja is correct about her theory, she doesn't understand why the goddess would bless the Raven Spirit. Sonja takes note of this group of femme fatales that surround Raven. They are highly organized, highly efficient, and very deadly. Raven approaches Sonja, having noticed she's already awakened. Sonja tells Raven she's hungry, and Raven assigns a child, Eleanor, in order to feed Sonja. But Raven warns Sonja not to try anything. Later, as nightfall would come, Raven gives a speech to her sisters about their conquests up to now. See, during Sonja's travels, she encountered dozens and dozens of men slaughtered. A lot of these men were innocent family men that didn't deserve this fate. Sonja suspects Raven and her band of femme fatales to be the culprits. Sonja wonders what kind of females would have been radicalized to such a point to start killing men like this. Sonja informs one of the guards she's thirsty, and the guard would call Eleanor over to take care of Sonja. As Sonja speaks to Eleanor, she will learn that Eleanor never knew her mother, and her father was a very kind man. Oftentimes, they wouldn't have meat on the table because her father just couldn't bring himself to kill animals. But one night she woke up and her house was on fire, and her father had been killed. The females took Eleanor and accepted her into sisterhood. Eleanor knows she has no choice as she's not strong enough to fight them yet. One of the guards approaches Sonja, and Sonja lets her know she requires the use of her sword. But the guard lets Sonja know, how are you going to get my sword when you're in captivity? Sonja quickly breaks out of her bonds, stating that her captivity ends now, and as does your life, as she impales the female guard. The other sisters take note and attempt to rush Sonja, but it appears to be no use, as one by one, Sonja cuts down sister after sister. Two more sisters rush Sonja, stating it's no longer about Raven, now it's about revenge. But in one swift motion, Sonja makes them stab each other, stating that they died for nothing then. As she stands above a pile of corpses, none of the other sisters would dare challenge Sonja. Sonja would take a horse and follow Raven's tracks, hoping she's not too late. But unfortunately, she is too late, because by the time she makes it to the village, the entire place has been ravaged, with one woman clinging to life. This woman's name was Shara, and she would tell Sonja about how everyone was relentlessly killed, even her 4-year-old son, Matthias. Sonja would end the woman's suffering and then continue her journey. But Sonja would summon the goddess Scathach and ask her if the Raven Spirit truly has her favor. The goddess would tell Sonja that the Raven Spirit is with her, as she also has her blessing. The goddess basically tells Sonja that is indeed my bitch, but you too are my bitch. Sonja wonders why the goddess Scathach would bless someone that would leave such destruction in their wake. But the goddess speaks in riddles that Sonja does not understand. But either way, whatever the answer, Sonja vows to end it tonight. Raven gives a speech to her sisters, recounting how men used her for their base desires, and then they cut her up and left her to die in a pool of her own blood. But she did not die. She cried out for vengeance, and she was answered by the goddess Scathach. The goddess blessed her, and she vowed never to let another man lay a hand on her. But as Raven is speaking, she's confronted by Sonja. And Sonja goes on to ask her, what of all the innocent men that have done no harm? What of the 4-year-old boy Matthias? Was he really a threat? But Raven lets her know that he will not grow to be a threat, a necessary sacrifice. Sonja impales Raven as she intends to end it all tonight. But Raven retaliates, meeting Sonja's blade with her own. Raven knocks Sonja down and charges her, but Sonja meets Raven with a face full of dirt. As Sonja clashes blades with Raven, She manages to hit her with a devastating blow with the blunt part of her sword, knocking her down and immobilizing her. But Sonja doesn't kill her. Sonja makes the sisters vow to stop killing men. And the sisters agree to those terms, and they also agree to banish Raven. Without her sisters, Raven is now forced to find her own way, but she's not alone, as one sister stays with her in the form of Eleanor. Raven is happy that Eleanor stayed, and she affectionately hugs the child. But remember, Raven also killed Eleanor's father, so when Eleanor is older and stronger, surely Raven will have to answer for her crimes. The end. Thank you for watching.